Well, with September just weeks away, the number one question parents are asking the Toronto District School Board is about air quality in the classroom. So we tracked down one of the manufacturers that will be providing almost all of the 20,000 HEPA filter units to schools across the province to show you what they look like, how they work, and hopefully get you some of those answers. 000, what does that mean?
That means right now that this air is pristine.
This high-tech filtration system was developed on the heels of the 2003 SARS outbreak. The units are now being used across North America by universities, the dental industry, and 34 professional sports teams, including the Leafs and Raptors. The same model heading to schools can also be found in the White House. So when you say that this can clean the air 3 to 4 times an hour in a classroom, what does that actually mean?
Well, what I'm holding in my hand is 1 cubic foot of air, 12 inches by 12 inches by 12 inches. At our high speed, 312 of these units are going into our machine every single minute. The workhorse of the machine is our HEPA filter, and it captures down to 99.998 of all aerosols or anything that's floating in the air that'll go through the machine. So it hits the pre-filter, then the HEPA filter, then the carbon filter, then finally our kill chamber.
So one question I get, though, is, classrooms can have 20 to 30 students, even more at a time. This is enough to purify that air?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
All occupied learning environments, including classrooms and gyms, libraries, childcare rooms, portables, and other instructional spaces without mechanical ventilation will now have a standalone HEPA filter placed within it when students return this fall.
That from the Minister of Education earlier this week, who announced $25 million to improve air quality. But according to one expert, it's how the HEPA filters are used that will make the difference.
There is a real question of, you do have to match the filter to the space, both its size as well as to the risk profile.
The Ministry of Education tells me school boards are being advised to size the HEPA filters to the space, and multiple units may be needed in certain areas. But a typical gymnasium, for example, where classes, assemblies, and high-contact sports will resume, I'm told it would take 30 to 40 units to purify the air.
Imagine a gym where, students might be less likely to be wearing masks and, are inhaling and exhaling a lot. The risk is higher. You would want more filters. If you have a classroom where kids are eating lunch, or a cafeteria where kids are eating lunch, obviously they're not wearing masks. The risk is higher. You need more filtration and ventilation measures.
Professor Jeffrey Siegel tells me this is a good start, but there has to be an emphasis on masking and proper social distancing, not just in classrooms, but in hallways and other common areas. 2
kids close together. Doesn't matter what filtration level you have in the room, the virus still has a pathway to transmit.
Now, as for the schools that already have mechanical ventilation, they may not be getting the portable air purifiers, but their HVAC systems will be upgraded.